Hello everyone, welcome to Dog Pen. This is the latest news update and Team Wish Tuesday reaction. Crichton won't play this weekend. Dean Ritchie's got some comments about whether we'll make top 8. And obviously Team Wish has been announced as it is Tuesday. So we'll quickly go over what the Crichton news. Jacob Preston said this about it. I'm not too sure whether or not he'll play this weekend, but thankfully he's doing a lot better and he had trained today and he's looking good. So as I said yesterday in yesterday's video, it's not a serious injury, which is great because I think everyone feared for the worst when he went down, laying flat there for like 10-15 minutes, whatever it was, on Saturday. Thankfully, it's not looking too bad. I don't think it's it's not a serious injury. He's not guaranteed to be out this weekend. There's still a slight chance of it probably, but by the sounds of it from them comments, it's not looking likely. And on the team list, he's been named at 23. So, who came in? The player that came in for him was O'Sullivan, at 6, which you'd sort of expect, and there's not really too much else different. Chan Kum Tong comes in at number 20 on the bench, so that will be interesting to see how that works. Kick out is at 21. I didn't even notice this. Kick out is named at 21. So there's probably a slight little chance he comes in. Maybe not this week, maybe the week after, but Kick out's on his way back. Get in. Preston's back. Preston's starting. I think this is the first time he's starting it as well, so that is another change. So Salmon at 11, Preston at 12, Hayes at 13. Hayward's been named at 9 again, and all the other usual suspects. So, look, it's positive that Crichton's not a serious injury. He should be back next week. Kickout looks like he might be featuring hopefully next week, if not this week. Preston's starting for the first time in months. We're starting to get players back. Well, we should be winning this weekend against Tigers. Everyone knows that. That should be a win. But I think we've got Warriors next after that. If we can pull off a win, look, I don't think we're making top 8 now. Again, I'm flip-flopping I'm flip-flopping now a lot. And I accept that. But the reason I don't think we get top 8 is because I think we'll lose against Warriors. We'll probably lose against Panthers. And I think we might even lose another game other than them. So that'll be 4 losses from the last 9 games. That's not going to be enough for top 8. So that's why I don't think we get top 8. But if we can somehow get a result against Warriors or Panthers and then win all of our other games, well, then we're in it with a great chance. So that's the team list. Now I want to talk about Dean Ritchie's comments. He said the Bulldogs have won 7 games this season and won't make a splash in the finals if they qualify. This was a side which reached the top 4 last year and promised so much this season. What's that old saying? Promise the world, deliver an Atlas. Give me your thoughts on this. I don't disagree with what he's saying. We should have been in a much better position this season. I didn't even come into this season expecting to win a premiership. I think some fans probably did, which is fair enough, coming off last season. But I didn't really expect that. But I expected top 4. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect a season where we were 14th after 16 games or whatever it was, 14 games. And then to be having to scrape into finals. Even if we do make finals, it's a bit of an embarrassment that we're going to have to scrape in. Now, again, if we can make it to top 8, there's no saying we can't do something in finals because it goes on form going into finals. And if we make top 8, then we're going to have good form going into finals. So it's not to say that we don't have any chance, but I think we're going to struggle. But I don't think we're going to make top 8 anyway. So that is a failure. And we've got to look at the reasons why. We've got to look. Serraldo and Gus need to be looking at this and They've got to work out the problems. Why the fuck are we in this position? How the fuck are we in a position with 7 games left in the season that we're not in the top 8? How have we got in this position? There's a multitude of reasons. Go watch my first ever video on this channel. It was what has gone wrong with this at the Bulldogs. I go over a lot of reasons. One of those reasons is Galvin. Not before I get any abuse or whatever. Not Galvin himself. The way he's being used. The one game that we played really well recently was Titans, and that Crichton had a lot more responsibility in that game, and Galvin was allowed to be a bit more fair. What do? Instead of continuing that, last week, Galvin's taken a lot of the kicks. Crichton took some as well. In fact, Crichton might have even took more, but it just felt like, well, it didn't feel like Crichton was taking as much responsibility as he should have. I don't know what it was, but it just didn't feel like he was to me. So that was a massive issue to me, and I think that's been an issue all season. I think we've misused Galvin. He should be playing in 6. He shouldn't even be in fucking 7 in the first place. And I don't know what we plan on doing, because Mitch Woods is out injured again, so that's probably his Bulldogs career over. What's our plan for next year? Do we have a 7? Is Alex Conte coming in? Is O'Sullivan going to be 7? We need to figure these things out, because we can't be in this situation again next year. We've got to be back in top 8. In fact, we've got to be going for top 4 again. It's unacceptable this season. And look, if we make finals, great. If we make finals, I'm going to be at the front of the queue with optimism. Oh, we can make the grand final. You know, I accept that, and I know I will be, because I know how I work. So I just want to say that now. I know how I'll work. I know I'll be really optimistic if we make finals. If we beat Warriors in 2 weeks' time, I'll be really optimistic. But I just want to say now, I think it's embarrassing this season. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If we go make a strong push in finals, then we can get over it, as long as we build on this for next season and improve next season. But there's no use in making finals, not winning it, and then going back to the same shit next season. We need to improve things. Things do need to improve. Get in the comments, let me know. I'm interested to see. I'm not confident with O'Sullivan and Galvin next to each other. Not because I like O'Sullivan. I think he's a good player, but I don't think he's going to be taking responsibility. So I think Galvin's going to be doing everything again. Back to the same shit. Let me know again in the comments how you feeling for this weekend. The preview will be coming out probably Thursday in the 2 days. Let me know how you're feeling. Thank you for watching. Until the next one, I'm out. Peace.